Me, your little boy K Samson. I have this message to give us. Why your own relative, communities, families will do what? Prefer to help outsiders than you. Yes, the truth is this. We have a lot of people who prefer to help others rather than to help their own brothers. We have a lot of people, your friends, whom you know that this is my friend, he have all it takes to help you, but you just be like, why is it that someone whom I am doing things with, doing stuff with, it will just be helping others and they don't want to help you. And even if you ask them, you try to ask help from them, you will come to understand that they will not help you no matter how many times you beg them, you plead, you ask them. They will be telling you that they don't have it. Yes, the truth is this. The reason why is because they don't want you to have liberation. When I mean liberation, they don't want you to be independent. Yes, the reason why some people don't want you, they don't want to support you, is because they don't want you to have freedom. This is what happened where I was working. So the man is like, there was a day that we have small argument in my former place that I do used to work. So we have a small argument. So the man said, he said, it is because of him that we always have bread to eat in our home. We all that are working under him. So I was shocked when he said this. Then it come to a point where many of our friends, they start to go one place to another. So this man was like, he and his colleagues, he was like, we can't ask Samson to help us to find workers, because Samson don't too much care. He don't too much talk to us. He don't even have time for nobody. Then it got to a point when they noticed that I'm a YouTuber. I do YouTube, all this stuff. So they start to ask me question. When are you going to stop doing the YouTube? When are you going to stop doing this? Something that I started up to 4 years before meeting them. So I was shocked. What type of question is this? Because anytime that I went to that place to work before, then I always show myself, they always see me doing video around, even in the work, all those stuff. So many of them start to ask me, when are you going to stop doing the video? I don't respond them. I always keep them on answer, make them feel like I'm not hearing what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's come to a point where I don't know who sent them my video, or whether they watch my video, they can't see some certain things. So one of them just come close to me. Then the master is just like, the one that asked me the question was facing me like this, and the master was like this. He backed us up as if he is not listening to what we are saying. Then the other one was just asking me, Sensei, how much do you earn from this YouTube now? Like, how much do you earn every day? I was so shocked of myself. Then he asked me the question. I was so shocked. Then I asked him question. I said, that is what my privacy. That does not concern you. You don't need to ask me this question again. That is my privacy. So the master, two of them were so shocked. Why? Because they never hope that one day, or they never have that thought that that someone will come that will have something else in doing apart from their work. Because like here in Italy, they believe that every immigrant will always depend on them. They'll be using you to work. You work this month, you eat it this month. Next month, you start to do all sorts of things. So I was so shocked. Then after some hours, then I realized with their behavior and their attitudes that they don't really like what I'm doing. So what am I trying to say is this: we have a lot of people who will never support us, who will never care. Why? Because they want us to be in a position where we will be calling them sir. That we will not be in that position where we will do it. People will also depend on us. We will always be dependent on them. We will always, whenever we need this, whenever we think that, whenever they need something, they will always be calling us. You know what I'm saying? So many people have this, and the purpose why they will never support you is because they don't want you to have freedom. They don't want you to earn more. They don't want you to become more successful than them. Believe me, many people around you don't really want you to become more successful than them. They don't want you to get to a point where you will be yourself, where you will be succeeding, you will be making it, you will be making impact. Why? Because that really annoys them. That really frustrates them, because they never believe nor have that thought that you suddenly would grow overnight. They never believe that one day things will turn for your good. All their thought and their mindset is that if they come to yourself, if they do this, anything they ask you to do, you will not be able to. That's why a lot of people today love in taking advantage of, either fatherless, motherless, house girls, all these were domestic helpers around our home. That's why a lot of people always try to use them, because they just want to keep them in a place where they will be there with them forever. They don't want to give them freedom. They don't want to let them do something that will promote them and liberate them from their hand. That is when God sent Moses to go and liberate the people of Israel. Moses said, "Who is your God that I will let your people go?" Why? Because Moses knows the value they are carrying, but he will not give them that value. He knows that this is the value that they have towards my people, that if they leave, things will be tough for us. If they leave, things will become hard. But instead of Pharaoh doing something that he ought to do, he starts to question Moses by telling, "Who is that your God?" So we have these categories of people who will never support you, and even you yourself will be hearing outsiders. Outsiders will be congratulating you, telling you, your brother is so nice, your friend is so cool, your friend is so amazing, he helped me a lot, he do this. But inside, they will never help you, because they just want you to be under them forever. They just want you to be in a point where everything you need this one, you will call them. You need that one, you will call them. You will never be yourself. You will never be in that position where you will make decision by yourself. They just want you to be under them forever. Why? Because their love, whenever they are using you, controlling you, taking charge of everything about you. May God bless you. Remain blessed.